Welcome to Void Media. I'm your host, Shallow Abyss. Here I create videos based on researching, and I talk about media related to the unknown, the supernatural, and paranormal. Ever since I can remember, I have always been fascinated with weird, creepy, and impossible stories, videos, and all evidence related. Without further ado, let's get started. Video 1. Person living in 2027. A user on TikTok as well as a YouTube channel with the same name of UNICO SOBREVIVIENT, which is Spanish for the lone survivor. The earliest upload is on YouTube that started on June of 2021, and as his name suggests, he claims to be in the year of 2027, where he awoke from a hospital in Valencia, Spain. Unknown of how he got there, he noticed the hospital he was in was deprived of not only of staff, but any persons at all. Curious, he walked outside where the vast emptiness of people was still apparent. Finding a cell phone, he decides to document what's around him and in hopes of finding others. What has happened, and why am I alone? Am I the only survivor of a nuclear disaster? Of a science experiment? Did I travel forward in time? Stated from his video's description. As you go down the rabbit hole, everywhere he goes seems abandoned. No signs of people in sight. Though there are videos of different animals he captures, they seem to be scarce. The theory is he slipped through time into a different dimension where something happened between now and in June of the year 2027. Though he is still able to communicate with us, he speaks with his viewers and even goes to different locations that they suggest, which enables them to believe in his situation more and more. Go to a busy part of Spain, touch an article of clothing, go into a building or vehicle and look around or drive around. Later, he starts placing random objects in different locations and posting where he leaves them with coordinates to see if anyone is able to find them somehow, playing with the time rift idea. To his surprise, viewers go and film in these locations where they are able to find said objects and document them mainly on TikTok. Anything thrown at Javier, he responds swiftly and makes skeptics increase in the possibility that he might actually be in a scary situation. How I deal with something unexplained. I see if it can fool my eyes and other senses first. I like to think I could point out if something looks CGI, cheap, i.e. like a prop, or edited. But if something passes through my sharp senses, then I think of the possibilities of how I would fake it. Then I determine if it's something explained, neutral, or something impossible. With these videos, I was actually extremely in awe with how real it looked, and I slowly relaxed my grip. Until some videos started to seem like whatever was being filmed followed the camera a way that it reminded me of AR, kind of like how the 3DS was back in the day. Other ways that this might have been faked is it can even be a rendered 3D scan or just a recreation of certain places and then uploaded to a VR device like the Oculus. Another theory was that Javier was going to certain locations during the pandemic where there were lockdowns being implemented, and this would have given anyone a chance to go to these locations that seemed empty. But in my experience, there were still birds, cars, and people all around, so I doubt this is what's going on here. Another idea I had was, with the help of AI, filming, say, a church with locals or tourists can be removed with the help of AI pretty easily. And with the help of Foley magic, they could have recreated the noise of the environment into an abandoned location. But what do you guys suggest? It really did have me in the first half, but then again, nothing gets past me unless it's authentic. Video 2. Time Traveler in My Shed. Many people of YouTube use TikTok more than the video site itself, so I'm sure a majority of you all have seen this video right here. On April 26th of this year, a man received a notification from his camera he had in his backyard. Within the video, a man is seen walking around, almost like he's thinking and pacing while checking the area around him. He then goes to the owner's shed and closes the door. Spooked, the homeowner calls law enforcement to remove the unknown man from his property. I like how during this time he shows in his TikTok that there are no cuts or edits to validate that A, he didn't manipulate the video in any way, and B, that the man didn't leave the shed already, and that he's still in there. You can see when police show up, and upon opening the shed and checking where this creepy visitor might be hiding, but in a weird twist, the man seemed to have vanished. Without any trace of the man, nothing else was able to be done by the police, so they left. The next day, the 20th of April, a different older man is seen leaving the shed, puzzling the homeowner even more. Due to the fact the first man never seemed to have left, and the second visitor wasn't even seen entering the shed either. Hence the label of this man being a time traveler due to this freaky incident. Confused, the TikToker uploaded the video to spread awareness of this ubiquitous event in hopes of finding an explanation or to just validate that he's not just going crazy. This video doesn't seem to have any cuts, edits, or any form of fabrication in my eyes, but homeless and desperate people can get pretty creative, and if the first man was making sure that that's the correct shed, maybe a tunnel or opening within the shed is located inside, which would explain why the first man never came out and the police couldn't find anything, and how the second man showed up seemingly out of nowhere. But what do I know? Let me hear what you guys think. Thank you for lending me your ears, my voidlings. Please like and subscribe. Don't be shallow. Give me a follow. Let me know what I should cover and research next. Show me something weird or creepy. I would love to look up different events I never heard or saw of, and you guys would also be spreading news and mediums such as videos that may have caught something cool or shivering. But as always, look for me in the void, but be careful, I might just glare back, for I am Shallow Abyss.
Game over.